Comms 5. It's an intimidating class, many of whom try to delay taking the class simply because people are afraid of talking in front of others. Admittedly, when I took this class, Comms 5 seemed like it was about to be like hell a little bit because I'm naturally a shy person. So talking in front of others, especially about certain topics that or certain styles that you're gonna eventually have to talk about, it seemed very intimidating. But I knew that communications is a very important part of my career or my planned major, and it's very important to pretty much all aspects of society and all aspects of every major out there. I believe that communications is important because you have to talk. Communications is how we get through things. It's how we talk to people. It's how we finish projects. It's how we accomplish things throughout life. And eventually, we're gonna have to work on teams with people. You're gonna have to teach others how to do things. And Comms 5 gives you those skills to talk to other people, and it gives you those skills to work on a team, come together, and accomplish the task that's given to you. Comms 5 may seem like it's gonna be rough, it's gonna be tough, but we all thought the same, and we all fought through it. Especially from the beginning. In the beginning, you're immediately asked to get with a stranger, and you're asked to work together and learn about each other. Just talk to them. And for some people, that's already nerve-wracking because they're not very sociable, or they're not used to talking to strangers, things like that. For me personally, it was I was nervous at first, but I knew it was something that I had to do, and it was something that I had to learn. So I talked with my partner, and he turned out to be a pretty cool guy. And when I actually did my speech, I was shaking, my palms were a little sweaty, but I stuck my guns and I fought through it, and it turned out for the better. And then right after that, we actually had to form groups as well. So you had to talk to even more people that you didn't know. So it's pretty rough, but it teaches you how to break the ice and how to come out of your shell. And the first speech that we had to start off with, the introductory speech, it wasn't all too bad. The only thing that was rough about it in itself was actually talking in front of all those people. But what I personally did was talk about something that I just knew, something that I had knowledge on already, and you kind of just had to go down and just do your thing out there. Some things that assisted me along the way were these guys. These guys definitely shook the nerves away from me personally. That's what helped me get through the day. Everyone had different ways of getting through their speeches and different ways of dealing with the nerves, and you might have your own way. The next speech the topic I did for my persuasive speech was the next speech we had to do was pretty controversial because it's about marijuana, but it was about something that I thought was important, and I knew that I might get like docked off points, or I might be scrutinized for it, but I think that's an important part to our society, not just about the smoking or whatever. I thought it was important for our economy, societies as a functioning society. I think that there's a lot of things out there that's worse than it. So I think that marijuana would actually take people off those things. Like cigarettes in itself is worse than marijuana. So I fought hard on that one. I practiced. I worked through blood, sweat, and tears. I formulated a speech, and I just gave it up my all out there. But once again, I needed something to get those nerves away, and my buddy Sirach got me through that one. The next speech that we had to do, this was our group speech, and this one was pretty overwhelming at first, because first off, you're told that your speech has to be 30 minutes long, and you have to entertain some people that you don't know for 30 minutes. That's pretty long. But we put our resources together. Each person in your group will have something to contribute, and each person has their own unique skills. And we were able to come together, and if you just practice and we worked through it, and we formulated an outline, and we had a clear goal set in mind, and then when it came time, at first we were all nervous because we didn't know exactly how smooth it was going to be and how people were going to react, because there's some humor into it. But as people were laughing and as things started to get into a rhythm, overall it went pretty smoothly. In conclusion to this whole semester, it might seem like it's rough, and it might seem like, oh, how am I going to talk in front of all these people? Like, you might be dreading it. But once you're actually up there, the nerves will go away. Just have some confidence in we had confidence in ourselves, just so have constant confidence in yourself like we did, and you'll get through it. And just believe that you can do it. If all these other people can do it, you can do it too, just like we did. Thank you.